Today we're going to take these 4 rivets, this piece of leather, and this wooden disc, and we're going to make ourselves a shot glass. First thing I did was I went ahead and pre-punched the holes that I need, 3 on each side for our overlap. You can see that's already pre-marked on one end, and make sure you leave a space at the bottom for where the disc is going to be, right down here. So you don't want to punch that last hole. See, it's close at the top, spaced at the bottom. Keep that in mind. Okay, so we went ahead and sank those rivets. Very nice and smooth. Easy to do, piece of cake. And we're going to go ahead and set that disc into the bottom at the end where we left the space. See it down in there? So you can see where that space is there. And I'll go ahead and run some brads around the bottom into the disc. Be careful not to use brads that are too long, or you will end up splitting that disc that's on the bottom, depending upon what type of wood you used. For this one I used poplar, so that's a pretty hard wood. So there we go, all rounded out, set and ready to go. We're going to be using beeswax. This is natural beeswax from our beehives out back. So it's going to be a little bit darker than if you use paraffin. But if you want to use paraffin, go ahead. Paraffin will end up white. This is going to end up with a yellow tint. And here we go. I went ahead and melted the beeswax, poured it into the cup or shot glass, as the case may be, and kind of poured it back out while it was still flowing pretty well. Again, like I said, I use natural beeswax, so that's the reason it has a yellow tint. If you're put off by the yellow tint, then, well, I guess that's your problem. I wanted to go as natural as possible, so I went ahead and used the natural beeswax from our own beehives out back. And here you go, finished product and proof of concept. You can see it holds water just fine. The beeswax seals the inside, seals the wood to the leather, and seals the leather seam up the side. You can see there's no leaks at the bottom, no leaks along that seam. And no drops or nothing coming out the bottom. So there you go. Time for you to go ahead and get your Viking on and have a nice conversation piece for your next poker party. A nice leather shot glass.